Hi, I'm Kim the chiropractor. Today we're talking about mid-back tightness and some stretches that you can do at home to help loosen that off. So our mid-back often gets tight from doing a lot of this sort of movement or constantly engaging those muscles that pull our shoulder blades back. Commonly referred to as our rhomboid muscles. They sit from the inner part of our shoulder blade into our spine and through there. And so the first stretch I find is good if you're really tight. If you're quite flexible and it's quite a deep tightness, you probably won't find it, but the other three should work really nicely for you. So if you don't feel the stretch with this one, try the other ones. That's why I've given you 4, because not everyone's the same and not every stretch is the same. So one person might find one stretch really great, but not another, and vice versa. So the first stretch, what we're going to do is bring one arm out to the side and then bring it all the way across our body, keeping our arm in approximately a line with our shoulder. Then bringing the other hand up under around the elbow side or just slightly back, and we're just pulling it across our chest like so. And again, we should be feeling the stretch just in through there, the inner part of that shoulder blade heading towards the spine. And breathing into it, allowing yourself to relax into that lovely stretching through there. I like to hold most of the stretches for about 45 seconds. That gives it a good time to kind of relax a little bit and go a little bit deeper as well. Make sure we do stretches on both sides. So again, arm out to the side, crossing the body, bringing the other arm up, wrap it around and pull it across our chest. You can get a little bit of a twist in there if you would like. The second stretch we're going to do is a lovely yoga move called thread the needle. So all you're going to be doing is going on your hands and knees and making sure you're holding yourself up nice and straight, and you're going to bring one hand, so one hand to stabilize, one hand is going to slide in and under the other arm and through there. And I like to keep my palms up towards the sky. That tends to get a better stretch. So we're going to slide that underneath there. This arm's just bending down a little bit and letting my arm go as far as we possibly can. We're allowed to let our hips kind of move as well with it and create a little bit of a curve in through there. So I go quite low. You might find that just here is a big enough stretch for you. So only go as far as you feel comfortable. And again, holding that there for a good amount of time until you feel it is easing off. Now for the other side, I'm going to turn onto the side so you can see it from a side-on angle. So it's this time we're going to keep our right hand on the floor to stabilize us. We're going to bring our left arm up, slide underneath and through there, and then relaxing into it. And I like to get a bit of a twist in there. I can use this hand here, the stabilizing hand, to kind of push into the ground and move our body away from that left hand as well. So that can work really nicely. While we're in this lovely position here, we can do another yoga move, which is the cat-cow. And so what we're going to be doing is sticking our butt out, arcing our back and bringing our head up. Then we're going to tuck our tailbone under and squeeze our buttocks. So squeezing our buttocks, tuck, 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 tuck. And then dropping that head and letting our mid-back push to the ceiling as high as you can. Really stretching it out and allowing those shoulder blades to drop down and through there and the spine to go towards the ceiling. Then relaxing back down, letting that lower back arch and that mid-back drop and our head coming up. Now, as we do this, we can also add our breath into it as well. So squeezing those buttocks and deep breathing out. And then breathing in when we come down. And out to go back up. And in. And if you can't quite get the breathing with it, that's okay too. Just do it at your own pace and find a lovely stretch that works for you. Now, I often also like to do a little bit of side to side movements as I do those stretches, and that's perfectly okay too. So that will look something like this. So you can see I'm just kind of tilting my hips, tilting my up shoulders side to side, creating kind of a squeezing movement. And then down, same thing, shoulder and hip together, shoulder and hip together. And it just gets a bit more movement and a slightly deeper stretch if you're not quite getting a deep stretch with just the standard cat-cow. Then the last one we're going to do is we're going to interlock our thumbs together. So we're creating this butterfly shape. And what we're going to do is push out our hands as far as we can. Now the key with this one is not to keep your shoulder blades back. We really want to let those shoulders come forward, just like when we're doing the cat-cow and we're really rounding out them through there. So we're going to push our hands forward, really reaching forward. Then once we're in this lovely reaching forward position, we're going to try and separate our hands. Now I know this seems counterintuitive because we've just locked our thumbs, but our thumbs are going to hold tight. They're not going to let us separate, and these muscles are going to try and pull apart. And so you get this kind of good push and pull happening in between here and here, which can create a lovely stretch in that mid back. So stretching out as far as we can, letting those shoulder blades drop, and then separating. And that can be a lovely stretch again. We can add a little bit of side to side in through there, or we can go slightly up or slightly down as well. And I do always like, after a stretch like that where it does round you really far forward, to finish with some shoulder rolls or just a little bit of stretch in there to open those shoulder blades back up, because we really don't want to be walking around like that. So nice stretch, finish it off and through there. So those are some lovely stretches for your mid back or your rhomboid muscles. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below. If you like the content, please do subscribe. I'm Kim, the chiropractor.